Thank you so much for tuning back in to Pets on Parade. Now, everyone wants a great buddy, especially one as cute as this. Buddy Bunny always has the best hairdo, right, Ski?
Oh, it doesn't. It looks like it got right into the gel or the mousse here at the Arizona Humane Society, but the wasps of hair are just what make Buddy Bunny even more beautiful and more charming than any other bunny. Now, with Easter coming, many people are going to run out and get bunnies for their kids, and it's really important that you do your research to know the proper care for baby bunnies and for adult bunnies, because you want to make sure that you don't bring an animal into your home that you're unable to care for, or you just don't want the responsibility or the expense. Now, Buddy Bunny here was brought in by an owner who had to give her up because another pet in the house didn't get along with the bunny. Now, we like to remind everybody that at the Arizona Humane Society, we are a judgment-free zone, and it's better to bring your animal in and surrender them in a safe place than it is to leave them in the wild, because a bunny like this would just not survive in the wild. Now, when you get a bunny, you need to learn a little bit about bunny body language, and one of those, a couple of those things are if they thump their back foot, it could mean that they're trying to warn you of a potential danger that's around. If they grind their teeth, they could have some pain, so that's a nice thing to know. And also, it's known as a binky. If they jump straight up and kind of twist in the air, means they're really happy and you're really giving them the best life that you can give them. So if you think you're ready for that nice, perfect, quiet pet who's smart as a dog and a cat and trainable and litter box trainable, then this might be the perfect girl for you.
Oh my gosh, adorable. Thank you so much, Ski. And that's very interesting about the body language. I love that. And now it's tax season again, and as a reminder, a law passed last year which allows Arizona residents to make a voluntary contribution via a checkoff box on your form to fund much-needed, affordable spay-neuter services in our state. Last year, this initiative generated more than $130,000 for spay-neuter, and we are hoping you will help us by not only spreading the word, but also making a contribution yourself if you're able to, so we have another successful year and save even more lives. And let me tell you, it is easy. I did it last year, so hopefully you do too. And named after a beautiful flower, we have an even more beautiful pup. Little Daisy has just been a riot over there. Perry.
She has. She came into us as a stray in not very good shape. She had open sores all over her body. Some old wounds were healing, and she just was not in very good shape. And we took her back to our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital, where it was discovered that she had Demodex mange, which is really not too surprising for a stray. Their immune system, when it gets very, very poor, which happens with strays because the nutrition's just not there, the Demodex mange shows its ugly head. So she went off to foster hero James's house, and he did a great job with her. He got her on some good food and gave her all the love she needed. And look at her now. She is an awesome little girl. She is extremely cute. She seems to be good with everybody, as Bronson's showing you right here. James told us that she's a great little hiker, so she likes to hike the trails. She likes bones. She likes sticks. And just to know, it's going to be 80 degrees or so this week, and it's going to get 90 and then 100 before you know it. And so when you are taking your dogs out for walks or when you're taking them in your car, be sure not to keep them in there. Bring plenty of water with you. Use common sense. Don't have them on those trails too long. But, people like sometimes the little terrier mixes like this. We affectionately call this little girl Pocket Pit. She is super cute. If you've always wanted that big, strapping little pitty bull, but they're too much for you, this is a great little size.
Oh my gosh. Pocket pity indeed, or lap pity, I think. Thank you guys. And now always a little chatterbox when you see her. Our next kitty is a very adorable girl. Please tell us about her, Ski.
Well, she is a lady, and she's looking for the perfect tramp to join her. She is about 1.5 years old. She was brought in as a stray. She had a little bit of tummy troubles and was treated for some loose stool and some vomiting, and now she's ready to go into that forever home now that she's been spayed. Now, to call her, with spring coming, we just like to let people be aware that kittens, even though they're called kittens and still considered very young, can start reproducing as young as 6 months old. So just think about all those kittens out there and those community cats that just start having offspring after offspring after offspring. Now, if you find a litter of kittens in your yard and you're unsure what to do about them, we certainly don't want you to kidnap them and take them and bring them anywhere. We want you to wait at least 8 hours to see if the mom arrives. If the mom will usually come back and care for her kittens and or move them to a safer place if she feels that they need to be safe from any danger. Also, there are a lot of programs in place to foster them in place at your home until they're old enough to be caught and then spayed and then put up for adoption. You can get information on that program at ArizonaHumane.com/found.
Definitely. I love that. Thank you so much. And before we introduce our next pup, I want to show you just how goofy she can be with that adorable picture of her in foster. She can be quite a little ham even though she's a little shy today. Right, Jeanine?
Yes. Oh, this poor little thing. She's shivering right now. But normally, she's like completely the little play monster. She runs and she has a ball with her. She's really good with cats and dogs and actually even a tortoise. And she chases chickens, but she doesn't harm them. She just loves the chase. But her story starts out crazy. She was actually found in a car engine covered in motor oil. And our EMT rescued her, Cynthia. She did a great job, and she cleaned her up and gave her some wet food. She was dehydrated, underweight, and they put an IV in her out in the field before we took her to our Second Chance Animal Trauma Hospital. And Cynthia actually took her home and fostered her herself. Isn't that a great end to the story? So, but she said that the sweetest thing she does is she crawls under the blanket with you and snuggles with you all night long. And she loves her people, but she's not real fond of little small children. So, but she's really great with other animals, so I think she should have a little playmate in her new potential home.
Oh my gosh, definitely. I think having a playmate will bring her out of her shell, and I heard hot dogs help too, so that's an inside information right there. And now make sure to keep it tuned. We have just a few more adorable pets that you won't want to miss, including this very handsome guinea pig.